Welcome to the party, pal. Your for the neighborhood Mastercast, back with you once again. I'm here in Hollywood, and I'm visiting a couple spots I haven't been to in a while, namely the theater right behind me, the New Beverly Cinema. This was my home away from home. Of course, the pandemic has shut it down for the time being, temporarily closed. It will be reopened. This theater is what's known as a repertory house. Sorry, I'm right by the street here. There's lots of cars. Repertory House. Repertory House, for those of you who don't know, is they're a movie theater that only shows older movies. Now, this theater, a lot of people don't know, is owned by Quentin Tarantino. That's right, that Tarantino. So he's essentially kind of turned it into his own personal movie theater. So he shows a lot of his movies here. I know Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was playing here for like 8 months straight. I think it was still playing here until, when the pandemic shut everything down. Let's go take a look inside real quick. It's unopened, but we can peek into the window and see what's what. I want to show you at least the lobby. It's a great theater, and I look forward to revisiting it sometime very soon. I spent many nights here, double features, triple features, all-nighters. I love the New Beverly. I miss it very much. It will eventually be back up and running. It's not going to go out of business anytime soon. I wonder what's the last. Well, let's see what the schedule was. This was the last schedule ever. Actually, no, yeah, March 2020. So a year ago, is this the months that closed down? That's what we're showing. Give you an idea of what cool stuff you could have seen here. Double feature: Zulu Dawn, The Man Who Would Be King. Tuesdays was Grindhouse Night. You can see Squirm and Tender Flesh, then The Brood and Scalpel, and then Zebra Force and Bear and Knuckles. And then lastly, Death Promise. Look at that. That's coming out on Vinegar Syndrome. Hell yeah. I did not get a chance to see that because the theater closed right before then. Death Promise, Velvet Smooth, and then Blast and Get Down and Boogie. I love this theater. This yellow drive there, that's from the Tarantino film. Let's take a look inside. Can't really see too much. There's the New Beverly popcorn and the food and a couple of other things. That's the lobby. It's a small lobby, and that gray door is where you go in to watch the movie. Well, we'll be back. We'll be back one day. We'll come and visit. Make love and not war, it says. Good stuff. I miss you, New Beverly. I really, really do. Oh, there's hearing assistance. I didn't know that. That's cool. So, yeah, the ultimate retrospective, old-fashioned movie theater here. The New Beverly. I love it. I miss it so much. Look at this old signage. Hot buttered popcorn. We'll be back. We'll be back one day. Look, it's already saying practice social distance, but it's not open. Anyway, one day we'll be back. Well, since we're outside the New Beverly, why don't we kick off this review roundup and take a look at a company that I first discovered here at the New Beverly, and that's Severin. And we're going to be discussing their release of Blood on Satan's Claws. This is a fantastic movie. Really creepy film. It feels like a Hammer movie, except it's got some major balls. This movie, this story is so unique, so weird, it's hard to describe. Essentially, a farmer plows up the remains of a demon or the devil himself, and that lets loose a curse on the town. The kids become bewitched, and before you know it, the kids have become a cult of devil worshippers that are looking to rebuild the devil skin by skin, using the skin of the young cult members. Blood on Satan's Claws is a ton of fun. It's a very unique film. It's a very weird film, but it's one I highly recommend. It's very creepy. It's not boring like some people have complained about Hammer movies in the past. This is a really fantastic film, and it looks flawless here on Blu-ray. Severin really did the works on this picture. Tons of featurettes, commentaries, the works. I'm not going to go into all the special features, but if you're interested in Hammer type films, if you're interested in folktale horror kind of movies, you're going to have a blast here with the Blood on Satan's Claws. I highly recommend it. I think it's out of print, but I think Severin brings it out every once in a while when there's a halfway to Black Friday or Black Friday. So that's how I got it, with the slip, by the way. If you get a chance to watch the movie, I highly recommend you just watch it. But as a collector, it is worth owning. It is definitely a rewatchable film. So highest recommendation here for Blood on Satan's Claws. Okay, I'm going to bid adieu to the New Beverly for now, but I'm a little thirsty and I'm a little sleepy, so I think I need to pay a stop to one of my favorite spots here in Hollywood. That's right, pal. I think it's time to finally visit Danny Trejo's Coffee and Donuts. Now open. I really hope they don't taste like Danny Trejo. On the corners of Highland and Santa Monica, Trejo's Coffee awaits. Now serving soft serve, vegan and regular breakfast sandwiches and breakfast burritos, and mushroom coffee. I'm not going to be getting that. Let's see what they got. Let's see what they got. He looks so happy up there. Look at that guy. He loves his coffee and donuts. Well, they were playing music, so I figured I'd narrate. Here is the entire menu: merch and apparel, donuts and burritos, and of course the coffee and drinks. The machete matcha looked interesting. So did the tattoo latte. I'm not sure what those are, but I'll find out for you in a second. I did eye the Mexican latte as soon as I walked in. I'm probably going to end up with that one. But they also have Americanos and all that regular stuff, as well as donuts. Abuelitas, which is of course Mexican hot chocolate. Looks like a Lucky Charms one. And lots of St. Patrick's Day themed donuts here, which I thought was quite wonderful. Now they're all vegan, and I asked why, and they said that's just because of the area we're in. Vegan is a trendy thing, not because Mr. Trejo is vegan. So there you go. Success. Now, I had been there once before, not at this location, but one near me, and I've tried the coffee, and I have had the donuts before. I had my gluten intolerance and all that stuff, but here I am, finally, with the Hollywood Trejo's Coffee. I decided to get the Mexican Latte. Well, basically, it's a latte made with horchata. If you guys don't know what horchata is, it's kind of the best way to describe it is it's made with cinnamon and rice. Sometimes it's really dang good. The Mexican horchata. By the way, I know what the other ones are. I'll tell you what they are in a minute. Let me try this. Oh, that's really good, actually. That's quite delicious. The machete matcha was a spicy green tea latte. Spicy, I guess that's where the machete part comes in to play. Then the tattoo latte, was it called the tattoo latte? The tattoo, whatever it was I almost got that, but they said it was made with the mushroom mixture. I don't know why they're making mushroom lattes, but they are. Anyway, if you get a chance, I actually don't even know if he's anywhere else in the U.S., if it's just in California. But if you get a chance, the donuts are delicious. They look great. None of them are gluten-free, so I couldn't eat any. The coffee is real good. Mexican latte, highly recommended. Now, let's take a walk real quick and discuss one more movie as we head to another one of my favorite movie theaters here in Hollywood. As we head toward the silent movie theater, probably my second favorite place to watch a movie here in Los Angeles. Well, maybe my third, to be honest. There's a better place that we'll stop at maybe one other day. But as we head to the silent movie theater, I should say the former silent movie theater, let's discuss my most notable release, my most notable title for this review roundup, and that is Effects here. Effects, released by AGFA. This film is amazing. People talk about meta horror movies. This is the ultimate meta horror movie. Effects, starring Tom Savini, directed by Dusty, I forget his name now. Oh, here it is, Dusty Nelson, starring Tom Savini. This is an amazing movie. I don't want to talk too much about it, because talking about it really takes the magic away. I had no idea what to expect when I saw this movie. I went in blind, and it blew me away. I will say it's a little boring at first, because it's about a film crew making a movie. And you're like, all right, that's fine. I get it. I've seen this before. And you don't really know where the horror is going to come in. You don't know if this is... It almost feels like a character piece. It almost feels like you're just watching somebody, behind-the-scenes footage kind of thing. Then little by little you get to know the characters. Little by little you get to know there might be some kind of insidious threat hiding behind the shadows. Things start to reveal themselves, and then about the halfway point, this movie goes off the rails in such a wonderful way. Highly, highly, highly recommend Effects. Released here by AGFA. Grab this title. You will not regret it. Effects is an amazing movie. It's really fun, really creepy. Fantastic finale. One of the best things I've ever seen AGFA release. To be honest, I think it's the best thing they've ever put out. And I have a lot of AGFA titles, and I'm probably not going to rewatch any of them. But this one, I'm rewatching the hell out of and introducing people to. So, pal, let me introduce you to Effects, here released on Blu-ray from AGFA. Grab it. I think every episode I'm going to showcase one that you must get. Effects. Grab it on Amazon. I think it's sold out on the Vinegar Syndrome site, but grab it on Amazon. So worth it. It's an amazing movie. You're going to love it. Okay, let's go check out the silent movie theater. Now, sadly, due to circumstances that were definitely within their control, the silent movie theater has closed down. There was some Me Tooing going on, things like that. This is the site of the silent movie theater. What was the silent movie theater? Now, I actually don't know what the hell it is. It's a radio station? I don't know what this is. This was the silent movie theater. Now it is NTS Radio, Brain Dead Studios. I don't know. I had no idea. I had no idea that it got rebranded and rebuilt. I mean, I knew they were tearing it down, but I thought they were making another movie theater. I guess they're not. Brain Dead Studios. And I don't know what it is. And I think it's a private business, so you can't really go in, but man. Ooh, Bang Bang. Where are those movie posters from Nigeria? Kwaidan. That's crazy. Oh man. This was the silent movie theater at one point, and now it is something else. Open 12 to 7. What a shame. But yeah, people would line up along the wall here every night to watch movies. And now it's gone. I did not know this. Look, here it says Fairfax Cinema. I guess that was the rebranding on it, Fairfax Cinema. We're on Fairfax here. The New Bev is down there actually, down this road. But yeah, now it's the Fairfax Cinema, or also known as Brain Dead Studios. I'm not sure if it'll ever be a theater again, but the fact that there's movie posters in there make me happy. Oh well. Silent movie theater, I miss you. Rest in peace. Oh well. Yeah, see those black doors where you would go to the movies, those black doors? Walk in there, that's a screener. I don't know what it is now. Brain Dead Studios. Okay, well, this was one of my favorite movie theaters in Los Angeles. Okay, pal, heading off to our next location, and while I let the car do the driving, let's discuss a release here from Kino Lorber. That would be Un Flic, or Un Flic. It is a French film from one of my favorite directors, Jean-Pierre Melville. This is his last film. The last film he ever made. He's also known as the director of Le Samurai, Le Cercle Rouge, The Red Circle, Bob Le Flambeur, something like that. He loves crime movies. He loves crime. He loves criminals. He loves heist type stuff. And this is definitely no exception. Un Flic, starring the amazing Alain Delon from The Samurai. Richard Crenna, of course, we know from Rambo. And Catherine Deneuve, the beautiful Catherine Deneuve, and sort of a small supporting role. She doesn't really do much in this movie, to be honest. But she's okay. She's fine in it. The movie overall is a first-time watch for me, but I love Melville, so I had to get it here on Kino Lorber. For me, overall, it's not my favorite. It's not his best. It's a little slow, and that's sort of his style. He does sort of do kind of slower, more measured filmmaking. It's all about the details and things like that, and that's fine. I love that stuff. But here it plays a little boring. There's no pizzazz, there's no energy, there's no real hook. There is kind of a cool heist that happens on a moving train, and it's all done silently, which is sort of his trademark. I hate to say it, but the film played pretty lackluster for me. It didn't have the energy that I was looking for. It didn't have the suspense or the tension that I find in Melville movies. This one played pretty flat, and I'm sad to say maybe on a rewatch it'll work better for me, but first time watch I didn't love it. This comes with audio commentary from Sam Deegan and from historian interview with Delon's brother and Jean Gabin's daughter, as well as a documentary, In the Mood for Melville, which is a really nice documentary made by the BBC, I believe, all about Melville's films. So interesting special features, but overall, unless you're a completist of Melville films, I wouldn't recommend this as a watch. I would suggest The Red Circle or Le Samurai or Bob Le Flambeur. Those are all amazing movies. Le Demi Souffle, Le Demi du Souffle, something like that. That's a really great one too. This one, however, is pretty flat, unfortunately.